Welcome to the Down Syndrome Association of Greater St. Louis Employment Program Volunteer Orientation. Down syndrome is a genetic condition that occurs in 1 out of every 691 live births. It affects people of all ages, races, and economic levels, and is the most frequently occurring chromosomal abnormality. The most common form of Down syndrome, trisomy 21, occurs when there are 3 instead of 2 number 21 chromosomes in every cell of the body. Instead of 46 chromosomes, a person with trisomy 21 has 47. This extra genetic material alters the course of development and causes the characteristics associated with Down syndrome. The correct terminology is Down syndrome. There is no apostrophe and there is no capital S in syndrome. The syndrome is named after the physician Dr. John Langdon Down, who identified the common characteristics as syndrome in 1866. People have Down syndrome. They do not suffer from it, and they are not afflicted by it. An adult with this condition is an adult with Down syndrome, not a Downs man or a Downs woman. Parents and caregivers will greatly appreciate your sensitivity when you address their loved one as a person first, not merely as a syndrome. Understanding a person with Down syndrome when they are speaking can be difficult. This is due to low muscle tone, jaw movement difficulties, motor planning difficulties, and a high, narrow palate. To understand how an individual with Down syndrome may feel, imagine speaking while your mouth is full. Many individuals with Down syndrome exhibit great differences between receptive and expressive language abilities. For this reason, their intelligence is often underestimated. It is important to remember that the way an individual who has Down syndrome speaks is not a reflection of their intellectual ability. Recognize that situational factors can impact communication and performance. For example, an impatient listener, anxiety, perceived pressure, embarrassment, or lack of confidence. Use questions and/or directions that are to the point and not easily misunderstood. If you are experiencing challenges, try who, what, where, why, how, and yes or no questions. If you ask a question, allow extra response time. Try the 10-second rule and give them at least 10 seconds to respond. They may just be processing your question. You don't need to follow up with another question, as that may actually become more confusing for them. If you don't understand what the person is saying, ask them to repeat the question or to show you. Some adults with Down syndrome may use sign language to communicate, and if you need help with that, please ask a staff member. We are all here to help you. We are so excited you're volunteering with us. The Ready to Work Employment Program and the Pop-Up Cafe are important programs for our community members. Your role at the cafe will be to support and coach the employees with serving coffee, selling merchandise, customer service skills, and cashiering. Some of the basics about the Pop-Up Cafe include bags of coffee are $10 each, snack boxes are $5 each. Customers may pay with cash, check, or credit card, and the brewed cups of coffee and donuts are complimentary. As a helper to the cafe employees, it's important to keep in mind that these folks are still learning. They may not know how to do everything, and they may need reminders of how much something costs or the importance of greeting customers. You want to make sure you allow the individual time to try it themselves before intervening. Learning also means trying new things. If you are facing challenges with an employee, ask yourself, is this a can't or won't situation? Accommodations and tools can be used to help everyone be successful, whatever their needs and skill level. But don't limit a person just because they have Down syndrome. They can and want to learn just like everyone else. And make sure to support, not do. Praise the best, ignore the rest. We may have folks who want to get off topic. Gentle reminders about keeping conversation work-related can be helpful. And most importantly, stay positive and have fun. Thank you again for volunteering with the Down Syndrome Association of Greater St. Louis.